to catch. My name is Zanele Ndlovu. I am a forever living business owner, a mother, a diagnostic radiographer, and all these other things that you guys know me for. Um, but yes, we are here tonight as a team for our team training. So I'm not going to go through all the formalities of my introduction. Guys, this is the most important part about building a forever living business is to understand the success factor of forever. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible, breaking it down according to what the document that I'm going to be presenting has. Moreover, guys, success factor in forever is something that ideally it is non-negotiable as a forever business owner. It's like when you get hired and they tell you there is a target that you need to meet every single month to ensure your performance in the business. That is the minimum target that you would have to do on a monthly basis. So, meaning that no matter how bad your business is, it cannot go lower than the target that the company gives you. So with Forever, it's the same thing. We have a target which is called 4Ks credit, which is a requirement every month. There's a reason guys Forever place this. Okay. And you can go to any other business, any other company, you would think, or maybe let me say it this way. Right now in Forever, you are thinking Forever is making things very hard and complicated and impossible, right? But if you were to go to any other company, any other business, you would find that they also have their own requirements on a month-to-month basis to ensure activity of a business owner. No company wants to have people in their business who aren't performing. And for a company to see how you are performing or if you are performing within their requirements, within their recognition so they can see and be aware that okay, this one is performing because this is what they're doing. There has to be a requirement, there has to be something that tells them that this is a person who is performing in the business. So Forever is like that. Anyone can say I'm doing Forever and I'm performing in Forever, buying their zero point 0.2 cc's, buying their zero point 0.3 cc's, and they would say they are performing. Now that is a whole below minimum. Yes, it's you doing the business, but for Forever, it does not show the seriousness of a person. So they had to work out a system that is going to allow the company itself to recognize a target that is going to be valuable to the business and also to the business owner, meaning you, the distributor. So 4cc is a requirement from Forever that every Forever business owner needs to achieve on a month-to-month basis. It is a requirement on a month-to-month basis. Now, this does not mean we force you to do 4cc. We don't force you to do 4cc, but we have to teach you what 4cc is, how do you achieve and what is important or why is 4cc important as you do your forever business. That is our part. That is our part. So I'm trying to mute. iPhone, can you please mute? Okay, thank you. So that's what we're going to be discussing tonight, guys. The requirement. It is mid-month. At most, many of us should be at least sitting at 1 point something cc's, all right? Because your 4cc can be spread over the whole month. It's not a month end thing. It's not just for month end. So you don't hold on to things until month end. You spread it over the 4 or 5 weeks in a month so that you can be able to see how your business is actually performing. If you do have questions, please do also note them on the chat. I'm going to try to be listening to the chat at the same time. So I'm using a different, all right, using a different laptop here. All right, so what is a case credit? It is a forever global currency. I think this we know it by heart from our presentation. I'm sorry if you are not presenting, then you won't be able to be dreaming about this because if you're a presenter in your team, then you definitely know what 4Ks credit is. However, if you are new, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. in terms of this. But for the rest of us, the oldies, guys, the seniors in the business, we should know by now what 4CC is because it is one of the slides in our Forever presentation. For the new people, 4CC is case credit. Um, you've heard it during the presentation, but I know it didn't make sense to you then. And it might take some time for you to get used to it, to make sense of it. However, it is something that you are going to really have to grasp and hopefully as fast as possible, because this is what is going to determine your growth and success in the business. So it is a global currency. So what Forever did, as much as we are operating in over 160 countries, there are different currencies in every country. So for Forever to fully operate, in a sense that it needs to understand the different people that are doing the business, the different people that are building the business, then they came up with one currency that is just Forever currency, which is called case credit. So meaning anyone in New Zealand, if you meet a Forever business owner in New Zealand, you are not going to be talking South African rands or New Zealand dollars or whatever their currency is. You are going to be talking case credit, and they know exactly what you are talking about. So that is the general language of Forever in terms of building the Forever business, the currency of what you are doing in Forever. It is marked by case credits. So it is a global point system that is allocated to each and every product, meaning every product that we have in the Forever world, it has a point attached to it. And that point is what we call the case credit. Okay. That point is what we call the case credit. So it is a Forever's internal currency. So basically what internal currency means, it means everyone in the whole world who is in Forever uses this currency to communicate, to buy. It's the language of it. It's the language of Forever. So any person you meet, a person in Zimbabwe, and you are talking Forever Living, you're not going to be talking about rands or Zimbabwean dollars. You're going to be talking about case credit. Hey, how many case credits do you have? Hey, how many case credit have made you achieve the manager level? It's all about case credit. And every level that they talk about, you in your mind, it's going to resonate to you, telling you about case credit. That's how this person has been able to move through levels or growth in the business. Okay. So this is basically an example that is given on aloe vera gel juice. Now, aloe vera gel juice prices may differ in different countries. Like simple example, Botswana and South Africa don't have the same price in terms of aloe vera gel juice. And that goes for all other products. But what remains the same is the case credit. So the price may be different in our rand. How much aloe vera gel juice cost? 580 and 583 rand in South Africa, and it may cost a different amount in Botswana, which is probably they use white pula. So it's going to be different. Vidas, please, when you come in, you two microphones. Thank you. So if a person in Botswana tells you they're buying their aloe vera gel juice at a 495 pula, it does not matter. What matters is the cc's that is attached to that bottle, because the cc's remain the same. So whether they're buying it at a cheaper price or a higher price, the value in terms of case credits is the same as well. That goes for all products, for all other products, which is tooth gel that they give another example with. Everything in Forever in terms of case credits remain the same. You go to America, the cc's are the same. The dollars are different. You go to UK, the cc's are the same, but their currency in terms of their buying money is different. However, that's why we call it an internal currency, because that's what matters. It doesn't matter how much they've bought it for. What matters is the cc's. So even if you get a customer that is in Australia and you send them your link to buy as a customer, they will buy in the converted amount of Australia, but the cc's are going to reflect the same cc's in or under your name. I hope that makes sense. So cc's do not change. The value or the currency that the person is buying with possibly is different. So 4CC basics, It is a key performance indicator, like I mentioned, for forever needed to see how the people that are joining the business are performing, and that cannot be based on just any amount of CCs. They had to work out a threshold to say, okay, if we can really say somebody is performing, what are we talking about? At what value are we talking about? At what level are we talking about? At what amount are we talking about in terms of our currency? So, which is why the 4cc came as, okay, let's make it a standardized thing to say 4cc is like the recognizable, business building threshold, or rather target, that one can achieve to maintain a healthy business. So this is the minimum requirement for all distributors to earn their leading bonuses. Once again, I did not mention this early, because I wanted us to first understand that it is a requirement for you to build a forever living business. Now, here they've added your leading bonuses. Any person who achieves a target in whatever company that they may be in, they are and somehow rewarded for some other way, right? So now Forever says we don't just say do 4cc just because we want to see how you're performing. No, but 4cc is now going to be a key that unlocks bonuses for you. So for us to be able to remunerate you, or to be able to boost your business growth, when you reach this target, we are going to pay you a boost bonus or a leadership bonus. Okay. So boost bonus is for the new members, the assistant supervisors. These are the only people that get 4cc boost bonus. Once you move to supervisor level and above, your 4cc is still required in order to unlock your leadership bonus, meaning as a supervisor, Forever is recognizing that you are now leading. You've got people under you. So while you're maintaining your 4cc requirement, we are also going to be it's also going to be unlocking your team's performance, so that you get paid for the people you are leading and building the business with. Okay. That is work that you do with your team, but only if you are also 4case credit active. So if you're not 4cc active and you've got a line of people under you and they're building their businesses and they're doing their case credits, you are not going to get your leadership bonus. So that's why it says it is the minimum requirement for you to earn your leading bonus. So you need to at least have one case credit in your name, and the rest can come from customers or it can come from recruitment. Okay. So this is now starting to get into the point where, how can I get to my 4cc? How can I achieve my 4cc? Now, the dangerous thing that most FBOs do is that in the beginning of the month, they would buy their one case credit the first week. They buy their one case credit under their name, and then they wait until the end of the month, waiting for those that have promised to join the business. And when it happens that at the end of the month, no one joins your business, is there anyone who can tell me on the chat what then happens to that FBO? Because they've done their 1cc. They're good. They've activated whatever activity they're going to do for the month. However, they waited for the month end for people to join. And then the famous thing happens that always happens. People don't join. What do you think is going to happen to that FBO? Anyone in the chat? I just wanna read one or two answers. What do you think will happen? You've done your one case credit. When the month starts, you like, I'm buying my CCs of faith. I'm activating my action this month. I'm building my business. I'm doing my presentations. I'm going up and down. I'm sharing the business opportunity. I'm talking to everyone. I'm sharing the product benefits. I'm doing product launches. People are keen to buy. People are promising to buy. Month end, people are going to buy. I know for sure I have over 5 people that are going to be joining my business. 2 of those people want to join with full member. 3 of those people want to join as half member. I'm ready to start with them. So my 1cc is safe for me. The rest will come from my recruitment. And then it does not happen. It does not happen. Then what happens to that FBO? I get an answer from patient, it says discouraged. Okay. Patient's going to feel discouraged with her 1cc there, and then nothing happens, no recruitment, nothing. Who else can tell me how you go? What's going to happen? You've got your 1cc, it's actively sitting, it's waiting for 3 more case credits, and you are so sure your case credit is coming. What happens then? Nothing comes, no one joins. iPhone says they don't meet their requirements and get overwhelmed. Yes, okay. So, guys, this is where most mistakes are made. And this is where you are depending on people to build your business. For you to get used to your 4K's credit, it should not be about people. It should not be about people. You already know by the 3rd week, oh, it's okay, I need to push something here. Remember, 4cc is your minimum. So if you are not directly pushing for your 4cc before people come, it means even when they've joined the business, you are never going to be able to maintain your 4K's credit, because the following month, these people are going to go into your team leadership bonus performance and not onto your 4cc activity. So from day one, you have not taught your mindset on how to push for your own personal 4cc. I'm not saying don't recruit, but I'm just saying if you don't know how to do it for yourself, you cannot expect people to do it for you. That's why you get discouraged. Yes, patient. That's why you get overwhelmed. Yes, iPhone. That happens. But it is because you have led yourself to that discouragement and that overwhelming. Remember, 4cc is a minimum. So the people that join your business, they are an addition. They are more money for you on top of your 4K's credit. Okay, so try as much as possible to not sit and wait. Do not sit and wait for someone who promised to join so you can capitalize on their CCs. People will always disappoint you. Even your own team will disappoint you. So if you are waiting for your preferred customers to do their CCs, then you will just top up from there. It's not going to build a healthy business. You won't be able to tell your downline how to do their 4ccs without waiting for someone else to perform. Okay. So you are the one who's killing your business. You are killing your knowledge of how. You are killing the way that you are supposed to be doing your 4cc or teaching someone how to do your 4cc, which means the person you are going to recruit in your team, you're going to tell them, no, just buy 1cc in the beginning of the month and then just keep talking to people. Make sure people want to join, or when they promise you to join, just write them down and wait for them to join. Then your CCs will accumulate. Is that what we teach you in Forever, guys? To sit and wait for people to join for you to do your 4cc? No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like you have to learn how to do your case credits without people. Okay. Learn how to do that. I'm not saying don't recruit, but this here is an option. This here is an option that says, should it happen, the beginning of the month you've recruited and you get your 4ccs before month end, people join or someone join or 2 people join and they are buying with your 2 case credit. Under you, at least you need to have 1cc active, right? So this is what it means. But you don't sit and wait. You don't sit and wait. 4cc is the success factor in Forever Living. It does not depend on anyone, it depends on you. If you're a committed FBO, you should be doing 4K's credit, whatever level that you are on. Guys, it's not me. This is coming from the policy. This is coming from Forever Living policies. All committed FBOs. So again, if they're saying all committed FBOs, it means Forever already sees who is committed in the business and who is not. Forever already knows that, okay, this is a person who's likely not moving up the ladder in the business because they're not doing their 4CC. This is a person who has other options in their lives and they are not committed in the forever business because they're not doing 4CC. That's how they look at it. That's how they see it. So your 4CC should not be dependent on people. It should be dependent on you. Okay. These are options that we're going to share with you on how to do your 4CC. But I am always going to emphasize, do not let your 4CC depend on people. If you can push your 4CC by month end or by the third week of the month, if not by the 15th of the month, if you can push your 4CCs to as far as you can in a month, that is the best you can do to protect your business. Anyone else who says yes or says no is at the end of the month will not bother you, because when you've successfully managed to accomplish your 4CC, your target is done. So anyone else that joins is an extra. You've secured your bonus, you've secured your pay, you just getting extra. Okay. So please have that also in mind, that I'm the one who has to do whatever it takes to ensure that my 4CC is done. These are options that are made for me so that should it happen, that Lord blesses me and I get to recruit, this is how my 4CCs can be done. Okay. So these are options on how your 4CCs can be done should it happen that you are recruiting. But over and above that, your sales should help you to close your 4CC. Talking to people in terms of advertising the business and building the business should help you to do your 4CC. That means in terms of recruitment. Now, remember, the person is going to join with 1.650. They're also giving you CCs. You'll just have to calculate how many 1.650 you need in order to close whatever remaining CCs that you need in a month. Okay. So that's what you're going to be doing. Your 4CC is a responsibility to you. It should not be dependent on people. However, there are options on how you can accomplish your 4CC, and this is what we're going to be sharing in the next slide. So you are going to sell your products. It already tells you guys, products worth 4CC. Products worth 4CC. So which means in a month, sorry guys, in a month, you need to know how much you need to sell for you to close your 4CC, how much orders you need for you to close your 4CC. What are the targeted products that you might want to sell or advertise more to help you close your 4CC? Okay. So selling is your first priority of closing your 4CC. Now, if I want to mention this, if forever, the business forever is your only source of income at this point in your life, if forever is the only source of income in your life, you are supposed to be doing this business 4 times harder than those of us who are working. 4 times harder than those of us who are working. You are supposed to employ yourself maybe in 4 different categories. As the marketing manager, going out and literally marketing the business yourself. As what can I call it? Okay, I don't know which words I'm going to use. I think it just went out. My analysis just went out my mind. But what I want to emphasize is that you are supposed to be pushing your business so hard, guys. Like, in all honesty, if this is because it cannot be an excuse to say, yeah, Pelamina, I'm only depending on forever. If that is the case, then push like your life depends on it. Push to make sure that your profit is helping you maintain the livelihood of you and your family. Push to ensure that your capital returns so you can be able to get to your 4CC and build your business. You are supposed to be the most hardworking person in forever. There shouldn't be limit in terms of how far you want to reach with your business, how many people you are talking to every day. No one should tell you to wake up and do morning routines or morning activities. No one should be telling you to go out to the streets if you have to. No one should be telling you you need to do your boosting. No one should be telling you it's time to start doing presentations, doing one-on-ones, doing a product launches, going out and sharing the product. No one should be telling you that because your life depends on Forever. So every money that is coming in is money that needs to service you and your family, and it's money that needs to build your business. So guys, if you're doing Forever and you're doing it full time, you are one person who cannot afford to say, I feel discouraged. Because you feeling discouraged means you are suffering financially and emotionally, and it's going to also affect spiritually and physically. So have a mindset that you are self-employed, and the only way your business can take off the ground is for you to go out and do the work, do the groundwork. So you are going to be selling like crazy. They should be knowing you more than knowing anyone else. The people in your streets, the people in your location, the people in your area, they should be knowing you. You should know when it's your best week of sales, when it's your best place. What's this? There are people that have positions in terms of, I can go on a Saturday morning at this area and I'm gonna sell from there. I'm going to go to this. Like you are supposed to do that, guys, because your retail is what's going to give you your 4CC. The reason I'm saying this is because there are those of us who are working, guys, and I'm being brutally honest here. Those of us who are working, we are comforted by our salary to close our 4CCs. We are comforted by our salaries to close our 4CCs. So even if I can do a 2CC sale right now, I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I already know what I'm going to sacrifice. If it's a debit order, I'm going to sacrifice. I will sacrifice a debit order to close my 4CC. If my car doesn't have to be paid, it won't be paid for me until I close my 4CC. I already know, because I know even if I close my 4CC, on the 15th, I will pay for the car. The money is going to come back. If it's a debit order, I know on the 15th, when that money comes, that little money that's going to come, I'll pay half for the debit order that needs to be paid. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? So don't look at people that are doing 4CC and you're thinking, oh, Mina, I don't know how I'm ever going to do this because I'm not working. The fact that you're not working, it means you are the most self-employed person more than us. Tina, we are digging graves. We are digging graves. We are living on what's this? On debt routine. Okay, debt routine, because I'm taking from what I need to be paying to do my 4CC, and that's not what it's supposed to be. And I'm saying this because the working class gets comfortable, and that's why they get comfortable, because they know where they're going to take the money from. I don't want us to have that mindset. I want us to have the mindset that when we are building Forever, Forever should be able to generate its own income and achieve its own successes through this money. Okay, guys, does it make sense? Can you uplift me, Nyana, with some emojis, guys? I'm really feeling blue here. Oh my God. And I think the more I'm talking, the more my headache is just killing me. Okay. So I'm saying this illustration, guys, to give you an idea, to see that stop sleeping on your comfort. Stop sleeping on feeling sorry for yourself, that Pelamina, Forever is all I have, and I'm not making that much sales. Then it means do something crazy. Hey, do something crazy, girl, for you to start building your Forever living business and doing 4CC, so that we can see who's high man. If 4CC is not only for people that are working, 4CC is done by people that are able to do the business full time. Do the business full time. 4CC is your key. Simple as that. And that's how you'll be able to even teach the people that are coming into your team. If I can do 4CC without working, then how much more you? So what I've shared with you today is why most people are reluctant to do 4CC if they're told by Zanele who's working, because Zanele now is able to take money from his. Well, I'm taking money from my salary. But that's because Zanele is using Forever as an extra source of income. You are doing Forever as the only income. So if you're not doing your 4CC, if you are not pushing yourself to go and make sales, your 4CC, when are you going to start paying for medical aid? When are you going to be able to start buying groceries the way you want? When are you going to start having things that made you do Forever in the first place? When are you going to start doing it? Because it starts with the fact that you joined Forever. It's because you saw that I can live without going for employment in Forever. So act like it. Act like the decision you made. Act like the decision you made. Today, 460 bought my groceries. Yes, we got paid, Mosi. Guys, make sure that Forever 460 is your lifeline. Button, die trying or something like that. Something like that. There's a line like that. I just missed it. So, guys, I'm really mentioning this because I want us to have the mindset of pushing the business like our lives depend on it. Stop looking at who's doing 4CC and started looking why you are not doing 4CC. Okay, so these are the options that you can use to do your 4CC in terms of sponsorship. You can sponsor or recruit one FBO, which means recruiting one person who buys a Boxer Domo, and then you do your two case credits. Okay, so these are CCs that you have to do also. Even if you can recruit 5 people, guys, you have to have a CC under your FBO number directly under you. Okay. So you can recruit one person who's with a Boxer Tumo and you do your two case credit. You can sponsor also another two other people with one CC each. You know, people don't always have the same amount of money to start the business. So when people come in with one CC and the other one with one CC, then you know I just need to buy my two case credit. Once again, if it's 3 people with one CCs, then you are going to do your one CC. Guys, do you understand the maths? Do you get the maths? So if you're going to be getting people who are buying at 1.5, 1.5 is giving you a 0.3. So you're going to have to calculate how many 0.3s do I need in order for me to do my one or my two CCs in that month. So even if you are going to recruit 0 people joining as half member in the minimum amount of 1.3 or 1.6, calculate how many 0.3s do I need in order for me to at least have one CC from recruitment. Does it make sense? Okay, so you roughly, if we're going to think about it, if 1.650 is giving me about 0.3 CCs, it means I need roughly about 4 people, 3 to 4 people that I need who are joining at 1.6 for me to get my 1CC. So you sit down, you do your maths, and then you see, okay, how many people have joined this month at this week, and how many CCs do I have? Guys, try to close your 4CC as soon as possible so you can get to enjoy your once-off bonuses of people joining sometime in the middle of the month or month end. You don't want your once-off bonuses to going into you building your CCs, of which many of us, that's how I've built my business, because that was money that was coming in and I needed to close my systems. I would do that. That is part of sacrificing for the business. That's okay. But if it's possible that you don't sacrifice for your business for so long and start chowing and enjoying that money, that would really be powerful. That would really be powerful, because then you would start now having testimonies to say, my once off bonus bought me this, my once off bonus gave me this, those type of things. So you will only have those type of things when you start working towards those type of things. So this is how you can accumulate or do your 4CC. Okay, so also, guys, these are some of this is the main way of doing your full case credit, which is also in our presentation slide that we should by this time be aware of. We know that in Forever you join the business to buy products and use. You also join the business and share the products, and then you also sponsor people and build a team. So your full case credit is not only, as much as you are the one who's responsible for it. Okay, you are responsible for it, but it is also the accumulative action and performance of what you do on a month-to-month basis. If you don't have products that you are buying for yourself, you've already lost one CCs for yourself. You are the one who's losing that CC for you. You have to commit to buying products for yourself, guys. Even if when the month starts on the first, you decide I'm going to put a 0.5 CCs for my products for now. For my products for now, I'm activating my start. Then I'm going to come back and buy another 0.5. Like this is the minimum. I shouldn't be saying 0.5. Like, yo, as FBOs, we should be talking from 1 cc's up. But because I understand that things are not always the same, and I'm being realistic. Okay. So try not to not have cc's under your name, for you to build up your 4cc, the courage of doing 4cc. Start small. So you start with your 0.5 this week. In the next couple of days, you're buying your other 0.3 or you're buying your other 0.5. Those sales that you are making, they are going to keep boosting you to say, I'm on 0.5, I need to move to 0.8, I need to move to 1cc. I've got 1.2, I need only 3.8 or 2.8. Who can I talk to? What can I do? What can I buy? Have that in your mind. Be frustrated by your cc's. These are your cc's. That is you building the business. And it's even more frustrating for people who are actively building the business. When I say actively building the business, I mean people that are constantly presenting, people that are constantly inviting people, people that are constantly getting new contacts, new numbers, These are investments. The numbers that you are getting are investments to your business over the next couple of months. So it happens, these people you've presented to in April, you get 8 of them that decide to join from July, August, September, October. Your business blooms. You are moving levels within July, August, September, October, November. You've moved level. You closed your manager level before December. Why? Because you've been presenting. You've got people you've been following up on. In July, they start joining the business. They start coming into your team. You start building CCs. You cannot start doing your 4cc because people are joining your business. You start doing your 4cc now so that you can teach them how you do your 4cc's. When they come into your team, they come into a team of someone who already knows the hardships, the struggles, the pressure of doing 4cc no matter what. And what is also nice is that when you get to manager level and you've been doing your 4cc since the year started, whatever the team would have helped you to achieve, you will achieve it because you've been 4cc compliant. Should it happen, July, August, September, October, you're moving levels. At the end of the year, you are closing at 1.5 case credit. You now have achieved level up incentive. You can go to Dominican Republic. Then Forever sits down and tracks your performance in 2026. And they realize, no, man, as much as you've closed your 1.5 within this space of building your business, the first quarter of the year in February, in March, in April, there was a time when you did not do 4K's credit. Unfortunately, you cannot go to Dominican Republic because in 1 month of the year, you did not do your 4K's credit. So don't lose your security. Don't lose your enjoyment. Don't lose your incentive in Forever because you do not take your 4K's credit seriously. Guys, die trying if you have to. But 4cc is really the safety net for whatever else you're going to achieve. Trust me, it may look down and out right now in your business, but the next 3 months can change. Your story can change. That's the beauty of Forever. Today, you may feel like I'm on 0cc. I've been on 0cc since last year. But the minute your mindset says, I'm ready to start enforcing and doing my 4cc's, no matter what, let me start doing activities. Let me start attracting the results that I want. And suddenly your business is blooming. Suddenly you're the one who's doing 50 case credits. You're achieving Forever to drive you. You are moving levels in the business. Forever still comes back to say the first 3 months of the year, Mogel, you were sleeping on your business. Okay, so those are some of the fatal issues that we come across in Forever. They do 4cc does at the end of the day come back to haunt us in terms of achievement in the business. So make sure you are buying stock. Your 4cc includes you, for your family, for yourself. Do not be an FBO who does not buy products for themselves. Even if you just want to try it, even if you just want to taste it, you're not wasting money. It's your CCs. It is your CCs, okay? make sure that you are doing your business based on that. Okay, these are 4CC activities that I'm just going to browse through. I think each and every one of us in our teams have CC producing activities that we do on a day-to-day basis. This is something you need to take seriously if you really want to build a mindset of 4K's credit. It does not start at the end of the month. Do not panic. Do not live a life of panic at the end of the month and you're thinking, you hi, my little Vele, I see that it's not coming, it's not coming. It hasn't been coming for the whole month. So there's no way it's going to magically happen come month end. It has not been coming for the whole month because you have not been doing 4CC activities. Okay. So 4CC activities include on touching your business on a daily basis. Guys, this includes your statuses. This includes your social media pages. This includes you talking to people on a daily basis. You are touching on your business. This also includes you taking the products. The minute you take the products and you realize you're out of aloe, you don't have a choice. You need to make means for you to buy aloe because there's no aloe in your house. There are no supplements in your house. So if you don't have supplements and you're not taking the supplements, it means you don't even care about your own products. Whether you have them or you don't care about that. So it's going to be difficult for you to touch on a business that you don't care about. Also do business presentations and do trainings. Whatever you are able to do good at, make sure you are teaching someone else to do it. Business presentations, Coach Oni always says, he who holds the mic makes the most money. Guys, people are attracted to people who show up confidently, who show up like they know what they're talking about. People are attracted to see if you can stand and talk about your business and present your business. And I'm not talking about physical, just presentations only, but you being able to say, listen, friend, I want to invite you to a business presentation that I have online. I am presenting. That person goes like, wow, I never thought you can talk like that. I never thought you can inspire me like that. You understand? You have to be the one who learns to do business presentation, guys. Please learn. Forever is a copy and paste business. The only thing that is different is who you are. Everything else is the same. Everything else is a copy and paste. You don't create your own forever slides. You don't create your own forever explanations. You just learn what is being said. Do one-on-one presentations. People want to see that your life is full of activities. They don't want to join a bus that is dead and broken. They want to see that you are moving. They want to see that you are doing something. So that is what gets people attracted to you. Do product launches. The product launches basically mean have a session where you like, I just want to discuss about the products. Okay. You share the business on a lighter scale, but more than anything, you are sharing the product. You are showing them how the products work. If you have samples, you can give samples away. If you have testing products, if you want them to test the products, you can have them test the products. You are showing them and making them feel like this product they can own. Okay, so product launches you can also do. In contact marketing, this is when you go out, you talk to people directly, you're at the salon, you talk to someone. I actually have a downline today who told me she got customers at the salon just by talking, so that alone is able to attract customers for you. So you'll be able to build up towards what your 4K's credit. So when we talk about activities, this is what we are talking about. So when somebody says, I'm a leader, I'm pushing, my question is, what activities are you doing? Because simply, I know you are not doing presentations because I have not seen you in the presentations. I have not seen you doing launches. I have not seen you doing trainings. I have not seen you doing one-on-ones. So what are those activities that you are doing? So pushing the business without activities is basically doing nothing. It's just that I'm still active. I'm still registered in the business, but I'm not doing anything towards 4K's credits, which means I don't have a business as yet. And even Forever can see that. It's not just me, but Forever can see that. Why 4K's credit? I've summed it up previously that in the long run, 4CC actually helps you accomplish a lot of things in the business. So it is a progress up to the marketing plan. Now, guys, this is the truth and nothing but the truth. No person can move up the marketing plan from assistant supervisor to assistant manager to manager without doing their 4Ks credit at least once in their first time after joining. There's no one who will ever move up a marketing plan without doing 4Ks credits. So if you think you're going to wake up tomorrow and be a supervisor and you've never done your 4Ks credit, hi, Chef, you're going to be dribbling in class. It's not going to happen. 4Ks credit is the engine that drives your marketing level up. It's that. You cannot wake up and you are 10cc active and you've never been 4cc active. Hi, guys. Okay, fine, it happens. Should you recruit 5 people on your first month of joining, and together you guys they move you to a supervisor level, that is fine as your beginner month. But you are going to need to be 4Ks credit in order to maintain the bonus of the team performance moving forward. And that means you won't get to assistant manager and even to manager level without your 4Ks credit. And you can actually become an unrecognized manager within the period that your team and you are performing, and it pushes you to manager level. Should it happen within that 4 months of you moving to manager level, there was a month that you did not do your 4Ks credit, you are going to be an unrecognized manager, which means you have to now go back and raise a manager or do 150Ks credit over 4 months for you to be a recognized manager. So your 4Ks, don't start doing 4Ks credit because now you see you have a downline that is performing and they are pushing you to manager and you're thinking, oh, next month she's going to close assistant manager. Now I will start doing my 4Ks credit. No, forever will say the past month you did not do your 4Ks credit, so you will become an unrecognized manager. So now you have to go back and do 150Ks credits yourself in order to get to manager level. Okay. So that is why you cannot progress up the marketing plan without your 4Ks credit. And also profit increases as you move up. So without your 4Ks credit, you are not going to be moving up levels. Remember your 4Ks credit personal, that is 4 that you may have done in terms of sales when you buy stock for yourself. When you buy stock for yourself in 4cc's, and then you are recruiting 3 other people that are 2cc active, or that buy with the box with your Dumo. That helps you to get to supervisor level. So already you're going to get paid your boost bonus for 4cc. You've already been paid your once-off bonuses times 3, and you are still going to be paid on the 15th. 5% of the people's joining, the people that joined for buying their boxes, you are still going to be paid for these people 3 times that they've joined under you. Okay. So it's going to increase your income because at supervisor level, you are getting now 38% discount. It's no longer 30% as assistant supervisor. You're going to get 38% discount when you buy a stock, which means your profit grows. At assistant manager, you are getting 43% discount when you buy. Again, your profit grows. At manager level, you are getting 48%. That means more profit for you. So without your 4Ks credit, there's no moving up. Also, company recognition. Now we know in Southern Africa, 4cc is the minimum that Forever Global recognizes for your performance. When I joined the business, I was lucky. I was, in fact, the last group, or part of the last group that where 4cc was being recognized. So after that, they started recognizing 5cc's. Why? Because 4cc is the bare minimum. So what Coach Oni is doing now, she's now recognizing the extra effort for extraordinary people. That is why now we are recognizing 5Ks credits. So you do your 4cc to get your bonus pay, but when you do 5cc, you even get more bonus than when you did 4cc. So your 5Ks credit, as much as it's recognition, it's also, again, money, more money compared to 4cc. I mean, 5 is bigger than 4. The check is also going to be bigger. Can somebody please mute? I'm saying whose microphone is on? Sorry about that, leaders. So you get company recognition in Southern Africa, it's 5K credit. This year, I saw last week at Success Day, they recognized 10 case credit personnel, 10 case credit for 3 consecutive months. So we've moved now. You still get your 5 case credit badge, but on stage, you don't walk on stage as a 5cc recognition, but you start working on stage for 10 case credit for 3 consecutive months. So this is a new recognition that started now this year as we're in Success Day. And then also why your 4cc, for you to be able to get bonuses and incentives. Now, here's the thing. If you are a supervisor, you don't get 5% boost bonus anymore. You get team performance bonus. Now, the people that you recruited that took you to supervisor level, and now, if they've all joined with the statutory combo, they are now no longer going to be part of your CCs that help you to close your 4cc. Remember, when you recruited them, they were part of your 4cc. Okay, so now that they are assistant supervisors, they now form part of your team bonus, right? So it means now, as a supervisor, you now have the responsibility to do your own 4cc. They have the responsibility to do their own 4 case credits. Okay. So for you, even if your team performs, the people that made you a supervisor, if your team performs and they do their part, they do their 4 case credits, they get paid their boost bonuses for their 4 case credit, and you don't do your 4 case credit as their supervisor, you are not going to get paid for their performance. In fact, what Forever then does, if you as a supervisor did not do your 4 case credit, the 4 case credit or the 5cc boost bonus that was supposed to be paid to you, it's going to be paid to your upline or your sponsor. That is the next person above you that did their 4 case credit. So you are giving money away when you don't do your 4 case credit if you have a team. I hope that makes sense. So for your bonuses and your incentives, this is the same also for assistant managers as well. Assistant managers, if you don't do your 4 case credit and your team continues to perform, you are not going to get the boost bonus for your team performance. As well as me as a manager, if I don't do my 4 case credit and my team continues to build their business, I don't get paid. So everything that was supposed to be paid to me is going to go to my sponsor. If also my sponsor does not do her 4 case credit, it's going to go to my upline. If my upline is not doing her 4 case credit, it's going to go up to her. So Forever is eventually going to get to someone that will pay that money to, who is 4 case credit active. So you are giving money away if you don't do 4 case credit. Guys, does that make sense? The incentives I've already touched on, to say if you're not 4cc active, even if you qualify for an incentive, especially the traveling incentive, you won't be able to travel because you have not done 4cc in 1 month over the period of the time for the time frame from the for the, what do they call, for the incentive, right? For the incentive. All right, 4cc discipline, guys. This needs to be a monthly goal. I've mentioned this. It's your monthly goal. You need to actively be recruiting. Like I said, we don't sit and wait, but we do keep sharing the business opportunity, hoping that someone will say yes. And if they do, it's a boost bonus for us. It's an extra CCs for us. However, mindset should be at the fact that whether they are in or they don't, whether they join or they don't join, I'm going to do my 4 case credits. Okay, that's where your mindset should be. Your mindset should not be at, I've calculated this one is joining with 2cc, this one is joining with 3,000, which is going to give me a 0.5 case credit. This one is joining with 1.6, it's going to give me 0.6. I've calculated all their CCs, it will give me my 5ccs. I'm okay. So I think I'll be able to do my 5cc this month because of these people. No, it should not be because of these people. It should be because of me. I'm doing my 4 case credit or my 5 case credit because of me. I'm going to go out, I'm going to sell, I'm going to make sure that I get orders, and I'm going to ask for deposit, because when I place the orders, I'm getting CCs, and when I deliver, I get the balance back, or I ask for the full amount. Whatever the case may be, for you to generate CCs, do that. Your mindset should tell you, I'm here to generate CCs. You do that. So you have to be the one who prioritizes how that 4CC is accomplished while you are actively recruiting at the same time to avoid being discouraged and also to avoid overwhelming. Okay. It will make you feel better knowing that I worked towards my goal and I made no excuse for what I need to achieve. So when the person that you are recruiting, you are telling them about 4CC, you tell them, listen, I've been doing 4CC before I even had a team. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing 4CC because now I have a team, because now I have you and your CCs. I did this before, long before I started having people who said, yes, I kept doing my 4K credit. Okay, that's the pride and joy of building your own business. Find new retail customers. Once again, our presentation tells us to find 20 to 30 regular customers every single month. Make sure you are replacing a customer with a new customer so that you don't fall short. Now, guys, our business is the most difficult business, the most difficult business you can ever do. It will need more strength than you've ever thought you had for you to be able to get new retail customers and even continue to be actively recruiting when everyone else is saying no. Okay. And also use the product if you want to move from being an ordinary to extraordinary or to achieve extraordinary results. You should be 4CC compliant. To achieve extraordinary results, you should be 4CC compliant. Now, guys, Forever has a disclaimer that says it does not guarantee success or income in the Forever business. However, success and income depends on your personal effort and your leadership abilities. Make sure that sinks in. The only guarantee you have in building a successful business business in Forever is your skill, your leadership, your effort. If you are not performing or you are not pushing yourself to have the skill to talk to people, to have the skill to lead people, to have the skill to make sales, you are the one who is not going to get themselves paid. No one else. Because this is based on us and what we do on a daily basis. Your 4CC is a requirement. There are ways to achieve it, but you are the one who has to make that happen. You are the one who has to find that way. You are the one who has to be creative and innovative to say every month, what do I need to do for me to maintain my 4K credit? Which customers am I going to go after? Where am I going to go? If I've done this area before, I've got people that I can follow up on, yes, but I need a new area where I can go and start launching my business. I need a new area where I can start talking to people. How active is my phone on a daily basis? How is my social media on a daily basis? When people see me, what do I represent? What can I share with them? What can I teach them? If you are not actively doing that, you are not in business. Because everything we do in Forever, we do it to be compliant with our 4K credit. And that is non-negotiable. Leaders. I know we hate this. We hate this so much because we want a business that will just make me earn without really forcing me to do something I'm uncomfortable with. Okay, this slide is basically just an example, guys. I'm not going to go through it. It's part of a planning for your 4K credit if you want to. This is basically like if you've got customers, okay, what your customers want, or when they place orders, write down and write the CCs. Okay, write down and write the CCs and say, okay, this one wants this. This is how many CCs, this is how many CCs. So it means with these sales that I've done this week, I have a guaranteed of these number of CCs. And this, if you do this, it's going to help you to not chow the money. Do not chow the money. Guys, like I said, if Forever is your only source of income, you need to protect it. You need to protect your well. You need to protect your what do they call, guys, protected. Because if you chow the stock money, where are you going to go back and restock? How are you going to get more money? You're frustrating yourself. Rather, deprive yourself of what you think really I needed to buy now. But you know what? I can buy it when I get the next profit. I can buy it after I've done. My capital should not feed me. It needs to keep generating money back to me. So if you are chowing your stock money and making a reason that Pela Forever is my only source of income, then it means you are already killing that tree. You are the one who's digging the roots of that tree, because if you're eating the capital, you're saying this tree must not bear fruit. I've eaten once, I don't need it again. I don't need this for tomorrow. So you are eating your own future. So try and respect your business. Make sure your family respects your business. Without your business, there's no money that's going to come tomorrow. Don't be enticed by the money you're making today and you're finishing it today when you have not invested it for it to give you more money tomorrow. Please try and respect your forever living business, especially if you are, doing forever full time. Respect it, and people will respect your forever business as well. So again, these are in terms of product launches, what you can do. This is just ideas. People always love to see and feel the product and really touch it or maybe taste it before they also might want to buy it. So you can do this. I remember I used to do the complex, the shopping complex with some of my team members. I think we need to go back to visiting that. That really did help customers to come to get to feel the product, and it gave us a lot of customers that were local, that were local. So that can also bring visibility and help you get trust from people when you do this. Make sure you get a nice Forever t-shirt, get your Forever tablecloth, go to a place where it's busy, guys. I'm not saying go and sit out on the streets every single day, Monday to Friday. It's not gonna work for you. It's not gonna work in terms of the Forever business, but have specific days when you know that if I can go do a pop-up shop on this week or in this weekend, something's gonna happen. So be innovative in that way and creative in that way for you to build your forever living business. So guys, I really hope this makes sense for you. There are so many ways that you can build your forever living business, get to your 4cc. You don't have basically what Forever is saying is that you don't have a business without your 4K's credit. You literally don't have a business without your 4K's credit. Your 4K's credit is your foundation in building the business. We don't teach it because we can do it. We sacrifice so that we can do it. However, we understand the impact of it. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's nice, it's encouraging when you see that money coming in on the 15th as a boost bonus. No matter how little it is, guys, you have to start somewhere. This thing of you doing your 4K's credit and then expecting 10,000 in your bank account, it's impossible. You are going to get 7,000 in profits when you sell your 4K's credit stock. If you've bought direct stock as a 4K's credit, you're going to get 7,000 and above in terms of your profit. That is your biggest money. That is why Forever it is a product moving business. It's a product moving business because money is in the product. So your 7,000 is your check. Forever is giving you a 5% boost bonus for being 4K's credit active. Stop looking for 10,000 when you've done your 4K's credit. Enjoy that little money and remember there's more where that came from. So the more CCs you are building, the more your team is growing, the more money you get to make. That's the nature of network marketing. You need to keep your network flowing. You need to build your network. It's not from the first stock. It's not going to be from the first, second stock. It's going to be throughout. There's money over a period of time. It's not one day. I remember I was so amazed. I was so happy. I was so excited with my first 4cc money, guys. I really appreciated that money so much because it came at a time when I was really out and I was desperate for money. On the 15th of January, I wouldn't have had money if it wasn't for the 4K's credit. For me, I did not look at it as I've spent so much money to get the 4 cc's. I need to be remunerated the exact amount. No, this is not payback. Forever is not paying you back for your stock. Forever is not paying you back. You have not borrowed that money from Forever. You did not borrow that stock from Forever for Forever to pay you 14,000 Rand back because you've done 4K credit. No. You are running a business. Forever is just boosting and helping you with running your business. That's why we get to own our stock, because no one is going to call us and say, okay, bring the stock back because you don't want to sell it so that we don't have to pay you. Bring the stock. No, we're not returning stock here. It's your money. Forever is just saying we are happy that you've done your 4K credit. We are happy that you are building your business. We want to push you, have money to send out your stock, have money to do courier, it's just a boost. So appreciate the little you are getting, because no one has to give you money. It's money that you are getting as a bonus. Enjoy it from that little. If you're getting little, enjoy it and say you are going to grow. The following month, you keep your 4cc, you tell yourself this money is going to grow. And that's how you are building momentum in your own business. In your own, if you're not enjoying that little, then it means you're not appreciating it. Even God can see that this one is not appreciating the potential of the business. You're not appreciating. It's like when somebody buys a tooth gel and you're like, why would she even buy a tooth gel? Not even a tooth gel, aloe lips. And you're like, of all things they can buy, you're not appreciating, and that does not attract more. You are negatively pushing people away, pushing customers away, pushing money away because you don't appreciate the little that you got. And that is, you got here because you were not getting it. You started the business because you were not getting that 70 Rand for aloe lip. You were not getting that 180. You were not getting that 400 for your 4K credit. That's why you are here. So why are you repelling it? Why are you pushing it away? Why are you not attracting more of it so that you can build more of your business? Guys, 4K credit is a requirement. It's a requirement, not from Zanele, not from Nontantla, not from Zizipho, not from Noktula, not from Madlamini. It's a requirement from Forever. Read your Forever policy booklet. 4cc is a requirement for all committed FBOs. Do I have committed FBOs here? Do I have committed FBOs here? Do I have committed FBOs here? I'm going to unmute, guys, so that if maybe anyone, I see Patience, you've got your hand up, so let me try and unmute so that if anyone has, guys, can you unmute yourselves? I want to see if you can. Okay, you can unmute. If you've got a question, you can unmute, or you can type it on, guys. Type it on the chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leader Zanele. I am committed. Yo, Mina, I honestly also used my stock money, so I got stuck. But yeah, I've worked on it. Thank you so much. The session was very informative.
Thank you, my leader. Thank you. Yes, we always learn like that. We learn from the mistakes that we make. And that's how we're then able to teach the next person not to do. So yeah, it's a lesson that we learn. And like I said, guys, if you are really pushing Forever as the only source of your income, please do it. Wake yourself up as somebody who's employed. Give yourself and speak to your leader and see, what can I do on a day-to-day basis when I wake up, so that I tell myself that I'm going to work. Set out locations of what you need to do or where you need to go, but don't look like somebody now who's salesy. No, but just be approachable, be beautiful, look good, and just go with intention. Even if it's just for 1 hour, you are going out somewhere, you're going to talk to 2 or 3 people. That's what you get to do every day. Target the times when people are traveling so they can see you somewhere. Travel the times when people are coming back from work. They can pass, maybe they forgot to buy a tooth gel. They see you, you've got your tooth gel, you've got your Forever t-shirt on, you're walking around, you're buying something, you're talking to people. Do something that is going to actively tell you, I'm on it, I'm on work. Is that the right way, right English? Like I'm on a shift. I'm on a routine. I don't know if I can put it like that. Because guys, when you are doing forever full time, it's easy to sleep throughout the day and you think you've got time. It's easy to think you are on your phone, you are busy on your phone, you are doing it online, and you think, okay, I'm doing my business, but you are busy, you're not productive. So change your scenario, change your scene, change what you are used to be doing. Be a boss. Wake up and go have a meeting, even if it's a meeting alone. Go sit somewhere, do your business there out of your home so that your mind can explore what else I can do. Stop working from your house only. Work in the park, do something so that you can have that creativity and that mindset to say, I'm not at home, so I'm not going to be distracted by the house chores that I need to do. No, 8 to 12 maybe, or 9 or 10. Let's say 10 to 2. I need to be somewhere where I'm actively doing my business. Then I knock off, I go back home, and then I start with my duties. Does it make sense? Or you want to start from 12 to 3, whichever works for you, so that your mindset tells you there's a business I'm purposely building, and this is my time in the business. All right. Thank you so much, leaders. Zanele. I have a live TikTok. I'm already late. Yes, yes, please be excused, leaders. We are done, leaders. Thank you so much. Um, Stop showing. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I went way over. My head is even spinning right now, but I really hope that we have we have captured something of value. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. And let's keep building our business. 4CC is our success factor. There is nothing more and nothing less. Or there's nothing less, there's always more that we can achieve. Thank you so much, guys, and have a blessed night.